focus on vocabulary. So in case you didn't know that, I am also a teacher. Since 1 year and a half ago, I am teaching Korean, and all of my content is made by me, all of it. Ask my students. So I wanted to focus a little bit more on the vocabulary. I will be a little bit faster, as I said, to explain the letters, okay? So these are the main consonants. There are a couple more, some that they look double in a way. We will see them later when we read words, so I don't want you to worry. And up here are the vowels. Let me bring my iPad. And here we will learn how to write the consonants. Let me zoom in a little bit. So a couple of consonants are hidden, but that's okay. So let's start by the first one that you cannot see right now. The first one is, let's choose sensitivity, and that's good. Which color should I choose, you guys? Let's go with the pink one. So I'm choosing the thick pen. One line like so, and then second step I am going down like so. Looks like a half upper square. This is going to be my G, almost like a K, so I want it to be a soft G sound, okay? G, G, G. Let's try to say that together. G. Wonderful, very nice. And then we have the other half of the square. Again, left line first and then lower. So you see, it's like the square that was missing us before. This is the same thing as the letter N. Same thing. N, N. Let's try to say that together. N, N, N. Wonderful, very nice. And then we are going to the letter D, upper line. Second step is the middle line, oops, and then the last line. There we go. Now the important thing about the Korean letters is that we have to be squarey and not circular. So it would be very, very wrong if these were not angles, if I was doing like that or like that. This is wrong. It has to be very, very square. You see the angle? This is a soft D, almost like a D sound. So I want a soft D, 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 D. Let's try to say that together. D, D, D. It's not C, don't be confused. It's a D. Good, 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 good. Excellent. You see, I'm running a little bit because I want to go to the words. So I'm not sure if you can see the letter here. This is one of the most complicated letters in Korean for both pronunciation and writing. Now, it looks like that, but this is not right, okay? We have to do the first line first, then go down on the right side a little bit. You see that? And now, no, I don't keep going. I go on the left side and connect it together like so. This is helping me create an angle. Here we go. And lastly, wonderful. Now this is both an R and an L at the same time. There are definitely rules on when to read as an R and when to read as an L, okay? So we will try see this square, right? It's literally a square. However, it's not just a square, because if you just go ahead and make a square, that doesn't work. We have to follow again steps. Left, and then I go up, and then I go down, and then I finish from the left to the right, like so. This is M, 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 M sound, M, 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 M. So whenever you see a square in Korean, it will always be M, 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 M. Let's change color. I want something more fun. Let's go with the green. Here we go next. Now, my left, and then my right, and then my up, and then my down. You see that? So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this is how it goes. Again, it's super, super important. So this letter is my B. It could hide a tiny B in there, but mainly we are focused on B. B, B sound. B, B, B. B. And then I have one of my favorite letters now. This is very simple. I take one long line, and in the middle of this line I will go ahead and draw a second line, and this is my S. S, S, S. Okay, S, 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 S. And right now I will really need your attention, because we have something very, very interesting, okay? Looks like a vowel to us, right? It's not a vowel, it's a consonant. First and foremost, it's a consonant. Attention, it's not a vowel. Now, what is the value of this letter? What is the sound that it makes? It makes an G sound. What does that mean? That means that this is not an N, okay? It's not a N. Do you remember N? It's our lower square. This is N. However, this is not N. This is Can you hear that? I'm using the back of my throat in order to make an NG sound. Now, the problem with this letter is that it's losing the value that it has sometimes. So we have two occasions in Korean, okay? The first occasion is that I will have this letter on the bottom of a syllable. Now, it's very important to know that Korean is working syllabically. All of the words are written in syllables. This is extremely important. So, whenever I detect this on the bottom of a syllable, yes, it has the sound that we just learned. So, you see here, something that we don't know yet is this vowel, which is super easy. It's A. So, do you remember S, A? This is Sa altogether. And here we will start from the top to the bottom, from the left to the right. So, R, A, Rang. This is my NG, okay? Sarang, sarang, sarang. Can you hear that? It's not a G, it's not an N. It's in the back of my throat. Sarang. Now, sarang means love. Love, sarang, sarang, sarang. So whenever I see my on the bottom of the word, it's pronounced as however, when it's not on the bottom of the syllable, when it's anywhere else in my word, I will ignore it completely. Example: the name Maria, right? Let's break it into syllables. Right? Yes, right. So in Korean, as we said, the words are syllabatical. That means that I have to write 1, 2, 3 syllables. So I will go ahead and write my square, a, r, e. This is the e, by the way. It makes always an e sound. Mari. So this is not correct in Korean. Why? This is not a syllable. It cannot be considered a syllable. Why is that? Because my vowel is here by itself completely, and this in Korean, it's impossible. You cannot have one vowel alone by itself as a syllable. It doesn't make sense. This, sure, it's a syllable because I have consonant vowel. This, sure, it's a syllable. Again, I have consonant vowel, but a vowel by itself, it cannot make a syllable. So what are we doing in this case? I will borrow this circle, this letter, and I will place it behind my vowel like so. So it's still Maria. So it's not on the bottom, right? So in this case, it's completely losing the sound that we learned before, and we are ignoring it. It doesn't make any sound, okay? It's just here to help Mr. A create a syllable together. Maria. So, can you see this line? In this case, all of these are vowels. All of these are vowels. So, in that case, I will never read never. A, ya, o, yo, o, yo, u, you, I. We will learn them soon. So in all of these cases, I don't read it's just helping my vowel create a grammatically correct syllable, but I'm not reading it. When am I actually reading it? When it's on the bottom of a syllable. Did we get it? I really do hope so. So, deleting. And next, we have this beautiful letter. How am I going to write this? One line from the right side, I'm going down on the other side, and on the middle of this line, I'm drawing one second, upper line, going down on the other side, and in the middle of this line, I will draw one more. Wonderful. Now this is a J sound, as in jeans, t. Let's say that together. T sound. T. Wonderful. Very, very nice. Excellent. And here, do you see that? They look pretty similar. We will do the exactly same thing. Let's also get the purplish color. Exactly same steps. Upper line going down on the other side, on the middle of this line, drawing the last. And how can I make them different? I will add one little hat. Okay, let me make it a little bit prettier. One little hat. What sound does it ch sound. Ch, ch, ch. Good. Good, 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 good. And then I think you cannot see the next one. I'm not quite sure. But this is 1, 2. Right now it looks exactly the same as G, right? The first letter we learned. But I will go ahead and add one more line. So now it's not a G, it's a K with air. I need to hear air. K. Can you hear that? I am blowing some air out when I am saying the last 1, 2, 3, 4 consonants. I have to pronounce them with air. K. It's not just G, it's K sound, okay? It's a very soft K with air. K, K. Very, very nice. Excellent. Let's see an example because I think you're ready to see some examples. This is something that we don't quite know yet. We don't know 2 of the letters, but that's okay. K. This is a big mouth. Oh, what do I mean by saying big mouth? My mouth has to be big. Oh, it's not O. It's O sound, okay? O. Ko. This, we will learn it right next. It's P with air. P. P. And this makes an E sound. So, 2 syllables. Copy. Copy. Okay? Copy. 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 This is coffee in Korean. Got it? I hope so. I really, really hope so. I'm feeling bad that I'm rushing so much, but I want to also see other things with you guys. So, next we have this letter. Looks like an E. Right? It's not an E, and that's why I followed some very specific steps once again. Upper, middle, and I'm finishing with 1 line and 1 last. These are the steps that I have to follow. And this is a T with air again, okay? With air. T, T. It's not just T sound. T, T. I blow air with it. T, T, T. Okay. 2 more consonants. Upper line, left, right, lower line. This is, as we saw before, a P with air. P, P, okay? P, P. Very, very nice. P. Last, small upper line, bigger lower line, and a circle. Most people start from the top to the bottom, so small, longer, circle. This is a very, very light H. Very, very light H. For my Greek people watching me, it's a he, okay? It's a he, same thing. So, this is, it's very, very soft, very airy. It's not never. It's very, very gentle, okay? It's not a harsh sound, okay? It's very soft. I'm congratulating you on your consonants. And now we will see the vowels. When I'm telling you quickly, I mean quickly. So these are our vowels, the main vowels of the Korean alphabet. Let me pronounce them once. A, ya, o, yo, o, yo, u, you, I. One more time with some soft spoken voice. A, ya, o, yo, o, yo, u, you, I. So, let's see right here. The first one that we saw already before, okay? whenever you see this, it's ah sound. Okay, ah. And then we have the same, but with 2 lines instead. This is ya, but this is a bit more soft. It's not ya, it's not consonant, it's a vowel still. So I need to be soft. Ya sound. Ya, okay. And then I have the exactly same, but they're looking on the left side. So small line first, tall line next. And this is an O, as we said, with a big open mouth, okay? So if this is your mouth, I want it to be very big. Oh, it's not oh, you're not shy to talk. Oh, no. Oh, big mouth. Good job, good job. And then you can guess it, I think. 2 lines. 1. Yo, with a big mouth again. Ah, yeah, oh, yo. Good. Then we do have, oh my god, catastrophe. 1 line like so and another line like so. Be careful. It's again O, but the difference is this is a big mouth. Oh, this is a small mouth. Oh, can you hear the difference? My mouth is very, very closed, very closed. Oh sound. Try to say oh, but with closed lips, closed mouth. Create a very small circle with your mouth. Oh, that's it. Oh, wonderful. So based on the same concept, this is another yo, but with a closed mouth. Close. It's not yo, it's yo. Yo, okay? My mouth is closed. Yo, wonderful. Super easy. Looks like a T, it's not a T. This is O, double O. O sound. O sound. For my Greek people, Omicron Ypsilon. O, very, very nice. O. And then line, hat. U sound. Exactly as we would say you. Same, but I want this to be softer because it's a vowel. U. Very, very nice. You're doing amazing. Excellent. And here I have something looking like a dash, but it's a vowel. It's not a dash, okay? It's a vowel. Now, the thing that I'm saying to my students is I want them to be very disgusted with something. How would you do? I don't like that. I don't like that, right? So it creates a sound which is very hard to describe with English, but something like So basically I want you to connect your upper teeth and your lower teeth together. So I don't want your mouth to be open at all. Connect your upper teeth with your lower teeth. Connect them. Sound. It's not oo, it's not ah, it's have you heard the meme? Brother, it's this. It's exactly this. Okay, it's this. And lastly, it's 1 line, and we are reading as E. Always E. Okay, did we get it? Let's take a break from the iPad and let's see what we did before we get into the words. So here we have the consonants and we also have the vowels, and this is how we create syllables, because say it with me, Korean is syllabetical. All of the words are based on syllables. I cannot work without syllables. K and a, ka, k and ya, very, very nice. K and o, ko with open mouth. Ka, ya, ko, wonderful. K see how the first four vowels are mainly vertical, right? And these are more horizontal, right? Their main line is horizontal. So when the main line is vertical, we can go ahead and place them next to the consonant. But when the main line is horizontal, I will go ahead and place it under my consonant. So this is go with closed mouth. Go, go. And here I have yo with closed mouth. Yo. And here I have again g with o, o. Go all together. Go. And lastly, I have Q. So all together, Q. Wonderful, Q. Now, what are we doing in this case? Do you remember it? Vowel. So all together, g. So I will take my consonant and I will extend it with this sound. G. Wonderful. What about this? It's easy. Excellent. You did it. Ki, ki. Wonderful. Now next we have the lower square. What was it? No, very, very nice. Same as the N. So na, nya, no, nyo, no, nyo, no, nyu, n, ni. And the next line. What was that? Do you remember that? D sound. Da, dia, do, dio, do, dio, do, du, du, di. Got it? This can be both R and L. Ra, ria, ro, rio, ru, riu, ru, riu, r, ri. Square, M. Ma, mia, mo, myo, mo, myo, mu, mu, m, mi. And then B sound. Ba, bia, bo, bio, bu, bio, bu, bu, b, bi. Good. Here it's very fun because we already can see some words. Let me check. Let me find you an easy one. This is a word. Okay, this is a word. It means rain. Rain. B is rain. And here we can see that as we said before, it's helping my vowel create a syllable, right? So I'm not reading it. It's just helpful here because I cannot have a syllable with just a vowel. It needs a consonant. So it's just helping me. So it's exactly the same as it would be if it was missing. I will read the same thing. It's just helping create a syllable. Ya, o, yo, u, yo, u, you, I. If you connect these two syllables together, you take the word for milk. Uyu. Let's write it together. U-you. Uyu. Milk. Very, very nice. Uyu. Okay. Uyu. And then we can also see cha. Cha. Cha is also a word, not just a syllable, it's a word. So we have cha, it means two things, tea or car. Cha. ka. Now we will see some vocabulary together. So as I told you before, I'm a teacher. I'm making always my own content. So this is one of the examples. Here I gathered all the colors. Colors in Korean is mainly 색깔. Can you see that? What's going on here, right? So firstly we have, let's make it a little bit thinner. We have s, e. We didn't learn that, right? This is e. So good thing to add to our knowledge is this and also this. Both of them make the sound e. So 색. Whenever a consonant is down here, I kind of cut the sound a little bit. It's not 색, it's 색, 색. Very small pronunciation. And my other syllable has a double g, double. When I have a double consonant, there's only one thing I have to do. Cut the air. So I will not say ka, I will say ka. Can you hear that? There's no air in there. Ka, ka, ka. No air. And I finish with l. 색깔, 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 색깔. Okay, this means color in Korean. 색 is more syllabatical word. 색 also means color, but this is the more complete word for the word color. 3 syllables. Most colors are 1, 2, 3 syllables. We can see also many 받침. 받침 is these consonants down there. So we have a double b. So I have to do the same thing. I will pronounce b and p together, but without air. Ba, ba, ba. 빨간색. Why? Because I have this which makes a b without air. A. And down here I have L. 빨. What is this? G. What is that? A. What is that? N. 간. So 빨간. What is that? S. What is that? E. What is that? K. G. Also here, K, G. So 빨간색. 빨간색 is red. Very nice. You're doing amazing. 빨간색. Right, next we have 1, 2, 3 syllables. Most of them, if not all of them, end in 색, because 색 means color, right? So what is the first syllable? Do you remember that? Upper, like so. It has air. It's a P with a lot of air. Pa, wonderful. Pa, pa, pa. This time it makes an R sound. 파란색. 파란색. Wonderful, very nice. 파란색. Blue. Excellent. Blue. Blue, 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 blue. 빨간색, 파란색. They kinda sound similar, right? Now here we have the sky blue, reasonably, because if we take the first 2 syllables, I take the first 2 syllables and I make the word 하늘, 하늘. So we said this is an H but very soft. 하늘, because I have n, l, 하늘. I say 늘. 하늘 means sky. 하늘, 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 하늘. So 하늘색 is the color of the sky. Wonderful. Then we have green. Let's try that together. You can do it. The first one. How is the first one? 조. Very nice. It's a CH. And this is a closed mouth O. 조. Wonderful. Make this an R. Can you see that? It's a small mouth O again. O. Same with this. 초록색. Wonderful. 초록색. 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 Wonderful. And then I have yellow. Yellow, 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 yellow. You got it by yourself. No, close mouth. No, 란색. Wonderful. 노란색. 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 Wonderful. And then we have orange. 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 It's kind of hard, isn't it? Let's say this together. 주. This is more like a J, as we said. And this is an O sound. Double O. This is supposed to be 주. Wonderful. And here I have four letters. Let's break that down. I have 흐, and then I have 오와. All together, 화, 화, 화. And I finish with 응, and see where it is. It's on the bottom. That means that it's actually readable. 황. Do you remember it makes this ng throat sound? 주황색. 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 Orange. 주황색. And let's do one last for now. 분홍색. Many times we are a little bit omitting to read this. So 분, right? 분, 색. 분홍색. 분홍색. Wonderful. And this is your homework. You can screenshot that and I want you to practice it. Purple, brown, black, gray. We have 2 whites, gold and silver. You can obviously screenshot the whole thing if you want. Let me erase that. Okay. Here you go. It's my creation. Now you can also screenshot the animals if you want. We will not see them today, sadly, but we will see the fruits. Let's try to do that together. 1 syllable, 2 syllables. The first syllable is pretty easy. We have this and ah. How is that all together? Sa. Very, very nice. Sa. And then I want you to read with this order. 1, 2, 3. Sa, gu, wa. So we have something called double vowels in Korean, and every time we see o and a together, you'll read as wa, wa. Okay. So ku and wa, gua. Very, very nice. All together. Sagwa. Wonderful. Sagwa. Sagwa. Sagwa is an apple. For advanced learners, it can also mean apology. Apology. 사과해줘. Apology. So, next we have a very simple 1-syllable word. What does that say? Do you remember this vowel? This and this. We both pronounce as e. Pe. Wonderful. Pe. Pe, which is the pear, but it can also have the meaning of belly or boat or pear. All of these 3. Next. You got this. You got this. Let's go. 1, 2, 3 syllables. Same vowel. Banana. here we go. Banana. Banana. Wonderful. And then we have orange. Let's go here. 1, 2, 3 syllables. You see, is not on the bottom. No, it's up there. So what does that mean? I ignore it. I read only my vowel. It's just helping my vowel create a syllable. O, wonderful. O. Read this as an R. Ren, wonderful. J sound. G. Orange, wonderful. Orange. Strawberry. I'm dying for this fruit. Strawberry. Now we have a double. What does that mean? It will make a D sound, but do you remember what we are doing when we have a double consonant? Without air. So I will not say tal, I will say dal. Can you hear that? If you place your hand or a piece of paper in front of your mouth, when you have a double consonant, it shouldn't move. You shouldn't feel any air. Talgi. Dal. Gi. When it's in here, when this L is down, lower, and there's a consonant right next, it will make an L sound, okay? But don't worry about it. Dalgi. And then we have watermelon. Let's try to read that. 1, 2 syllables. What is that? Su박. Wonderful. Watermelon. I didn't write it very good for you. I'm so sorry. I have to be slower. Su박. Watermelon. Very, very nice. I'm so proud of you. Let's go to the next. Pineapple. They were not very creative on this one. Pineapple. This is the P with more air. Pa. Is up here, so it's just helping E create a syllable. Pineapple. Pineapple. Very nice. Then we have a mango. They were not creative with this one either. It's down here, so I can read it. Mango. Wonderful. And then grapes. Tell me louder. It's kind of unclear. It's this consonant with this vowel. Po. It's again this P with more air and close mouth O. Podo. The and close mouth O again. Podo. Excellent. And peach, another one of my loves. I love it. 복숭아, peach, 복숭아. And then, now creative, avocado. Avocado. K has more air. Can you hear that? It's not G, it's K. Avocado. Cherry is 체리. That's simple. C-E-R-E. Cherry. Kiwi is the same, but see here. When I have U and E, it makes we sound. So kiwi. Again, U and E is a double vowel, so it cannot create a syllable by itself. We need a small help. So I'm not pronouncing it, I'm not saying it, I act like it doesn't exist. Kiwi. Last, coconut. Coconut is coconut. Coconut. It's the open mouth O. This is the closed mouth O. Coconut. Very, very nice. Now here, some 받침, some consonants that they are down here, they're losing their value. This can be another lesson. So in this case, I'm not reading as S, I am reading as T. Coconut. As if I'm finishing in T, but don't worry about it. Let's take it slowly. Blueberry. Blueberry. Blue. So when I have two L like so, one as a 받침 and right next one up here, they create a long L sound. Blueberry. Blueberry. Wonderful. Grapefruit. 자몽. 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 This is super hard. Pronunciation is changing completely into 성류. 성류. There is a very specific reason, but it's, I would say, university level, so I don't want you to worry about that now, okay? 성류. Pomegranate. 성류. This is how the pronunciation is. So how is fruits in Korean? 과일. 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 And then I have some cards which they can be definitely hard for us. Can you see well? It's just types of emotions, but to be honest, they are not easy ones. I can also write a couple of easy ones. For example, how can I say I am happy? Let me take a thicker pen. Oh my god. Okay. And orange and this is an adjective which means to be happy. 행복하다. 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 The opposite. I am sad. 슬프다. To be sad. 슬프다. Now these ones are a little bit harder, but once you learn them, you'll sound very educated. 불편하다. Uncomfortable. 불편하다. 불편하다. Now it's good to remember that this 불 means something negative, as we would say in English, uncomfortable, unfair, for example. So un is something which is adding a negative meaning to the adjective. So 불 is doing the same thing. So if I delete 불, 편하다 means comfortable. So 편하다, comfortable. 불편하다, uncomfortable. It has some very good examples here. 싸우고 화해하지 못한 친구랑 단둘이 같이 있을 때 마음이 너무 불편해서. They are very hard. Let's go here. 서운하다. Upset. More like sad type of upset, not angry. 서운하다. I am upset. I want to cry. I'm kind of hurt. 편안하다. To be comfortable. 편안하다. I can also describe objects, that something is comfortable, or my house is comfortable. 우리 집이 너무 편안해요. 긴장하다. to be nervous. When we are stressed or nervous or anxious, we have many phrases. One of my favorite phrases is 스트레스를 받아요. I receive stress. 스트레스를 받아요. Or 긴장하다. This is more about stress. Obviously, this is more about I'm nervous. What's going on? I really want to know. 긴장하다. My favorite. 짜증나다. It's very annoying. 짜증나요. I'm so annoyed. Something annoyed me. 짜, it's a double D. That means that I cut the air. 짜증나다. 지루하다. I'm very bored. 지루하다. A very similar word is 심심하다. 심. I repeat the same syllable 2 times. 하다. I am bored. In this case, I have nothing to do, so I'm bored. But in this case, I have something to do, but I'm bored to do it. 분하다, or another phrase is 화나다. Both mean I am angry. 분하다, 화나다. 무섭다, I am scared, or something is scary. The funny thing is that in Korean there's not a difference. In the present simple, that is 무서워요. 무서워요. And that means either I am scared or something is scary. This is the bare infinitive form. Every time we see something ending in da, we remember that at least for now it's a bit useless. We don't use it like that. We need a different type of ending. 무서워요. PS, present simple. Lastly, 서럽다. I'm so sad, sorrowful, 서러워요. 서럽다. Lastly, I wanted to tell you the numbers. That's why I brought my wooden numbers. But I am a little bit struggling to see how I can teach them to you, because I would need probably 2 or 3 hours. Because you see, numbers in Korean are not just one number line. There's 2 number lines. So let me show you. Can you say that? For example, we don't have only one word for each number. We have 2 number lines. In some cases I use the first number line, but in some other cases I use the second number line. So there's rules also for the numbers. So we have 2 different numbers. The native Korean numbers, the second number is the native Korean number, and the first one is the Sino-Korean number. Sino. So the Sino-Korean number, the first one in each number, the first, the left one, is the thing that we are using a little bit more commonly. So we can use it to say the minutes. We can use it to say how tall we are, how many kilos we are, the number of the bus, the number of our apartment, to give our phone number. We can use the left, the first type. Now the second one, the native Korean numbers, we are using it mainly for 2 things. To say the time, the hour, not the minutes, the hour, o'clock as we would say, and to say our age. Very, very roughly, I'm telling you right now. For today, we can focus on the first 10 numbers in both number lines. So firstly, I will say firstly the left, the Sino-Korean numbers, and then I will say the Korean native numbers. So, il. I can also say the days, the months, the years. This is much more common number line. 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The colors also. 보라색, 노란색, 하늘색, 초록색, 주황색, 분홍색. I would say probably same. Yellow, 노란색, again pink, 분홍색, 파란색, 빨간색. And now we will see the other number line. Maybe you have heard of it. 하나, 둘, 셋, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 다섯, 여섯, 여섯, 일곱, 일곱, 여덟, 여덟, 아홉, 아홉, 열, 열. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. So these are the very, very main ones. So to be honest, I'm always a bit skeptical when I want to make a Korean teaching video, because if I teach without showing you the letters, most of you will not know the letters. But if I show you the letters, it takes such a long time, so I have less time to show you vocabulary and to be a little bit more specific. So for the next video, tell me, what would you like to see related to Korean now that we know how to read a little bit better? Such a long video. I really hope you enjoyed it. So guys, I really love you. If you're interested in taking Korean lessons with me, this is my email address. You can also find it down in the description box. To be honest, I don't have a lot of free space right now for new students, but I could fit in some people because we have a significant hour difference with USA and Europe, so we could find some comfortable time. So please email me